And we're back for another episode. In this episode we're going to be doing the level 50 Scholar Quest. And as always, hello from Mithrie. So I am wearing the Poetics gear that you can just buy, or what used to be basically the currency gear from level 50. So you could get a whole bunch of different gear set from doing Final Coil from boss drops, but I got the currency version just because I had lots of spare Poetics. And I'm using also the Poetics weapon as well. And to do the Scholar Quest, you need to come to, ironically, the Marauders Guild in Upper Limsa Laminza and talk to Alka-Zolka. And I was expecting, with Summoner at least, that we would head towards Ishgard, but actually the Summoner Quest is still in Apkalu Falls in Gridania. So we'll see if this one is also will take us to Ishgard, or if we'll stay right here for 50 to 60. And the reason I'm leveling up this class next, I've finished my tanks. The reason I'm doing this one next is just because this is two classes in one. So it's a DPS and a healer at the same time. Whatever levels you get, when you become 51, you're 51 both Scholar and Summoner. So it's a nice class to do, definitely, given that they're both fully geared anyway. So let's start the quest now. And the quest is called the Green Death. We can see the Scholar symbol right there. So Alka-Zolka's face is a picture of excitement. Let's accept. So you have astonishing timing, Mithrie. Would you believe that I meant to send for you this very bell? Sarito Karito has summoned us both by name. His missive was unclear as to why he needs us, but when a living scholar calls, we can't scarce dismiss him. But imagine the sorts of things we might learn from him, the military tactics, the Nemean secrets. Come, my friend, let us make for the shores of Bronze Lake, where Sarutu, Karito, and untold knowledge await. So, the Nemean Empire is what used to be in Lenosia, in like Upper and Outer Lenosia. So when you see those old buildings where Wanderer's Palace is, and the floating rocks and all that stuff, that's Nemean. It's just the name of some old civilization in 14 lore. So anyway, let's go. And I am actually now, I never thought I would be, but I am actually now starting to farm the crystals towards the warrior relic. So I've got 3 ice and 1 earth so far. It will take a long time to get the rest, but while I'm fake grinding in all the different zones to level up my alt classes anyway, I might as well do them. Just get it out the way. Anyway, so here's Sarito Karito. So, thank you for coming. I hope the journey was not too taxing. Not at all. Both Mithrie and I are ready and willing to help. But pray tell, why have you summoned us? Allow me to start at the beginning. After Lily freed my heart, I returned to my people. For the first time in an age, I was myself. And I was not alone for long. Many of my kin regained their sanity once the palace was freed of the Tombury King's Maglians? So, though our minds were our own, our forms remained monstrous, and we dared not venture outside. Yet within our halls, we were content with our very own company and the quiet life. What he's talking about basically is that these Tomberries, like he is right now, were actually originally Lolafels, and they were transformed into Tomberries. So this is a Lolafel, like, let's say by soul, but the outside is a Tomberry. And that's not a spoiler, that's something you learn along the Scholar Quest anyway. But it did not last. One by one we began to grow ill again, and then grotesque. The sickness that transformed us into Tomberries has returned. What? Are you certain? Beyond all doubt, 1500 years past, powerful magics were used to seal us in the palace, alongside the sickness. Yet even these could not withstand the calamity. As we arose from our long slumber, the sickness awoke with us. So, as a scholar, I must see my people restored in mind and body both. But finding a cure will take many moons, perhaps even years, and that is time they do not have. Yeah, I presume you will not stand idle while their condition worsens. This is why you summoned us, is it not? Just so, I plan to seal the worst afflicted within a section of the palace. There they will slumber once more. It is itself no cure, but it will afford me the time I so desperately need to find a permanent solution. Now, as for the seal itself, an enchantment of this nature is not unlike a net. It is anchored at several points, and if not laid down in perfect balance, the magics will falter. In order to accomplish this balance, my people created keystones to focus and disperse aether. It is these keystones that I have need of, but I dare not seek them out myself for fear of being hunted. Then we will gather them in your stead. It is we, is it not, Mithrie? Oh, nice, a shooting star. Don't know if you guys saw that. So thank you both. The original enchantment encircled this lake, and 2 of the keystones should be somewhere along the banks. If you search the shores, I've no doubt you will find them. That's convenient. Right, so let's go to search for the keystones in Outer Lenosia. Okay, so let's just teleport to Camp Overlook and save ourselves some running time. And as I've always said during my 2.5 years of YouTube, in this game, read all the quest text, watch every cutscene, because even now, nearly 3 years later, there is still more to learn, more quests to be done, more story to witness. That is a lot of content, guys, so yeah. And what's nice so far, at least, is that it's a consistent formula, let's say, which is keeping the game the same as it was before, which are keeping it mostly as good as it was. There are things that changed which I personally didn't like especially with crafting, but it is mostly the same. Whereas there's been a lot of whining and talk these days about like the shape of World of Warcraft, for example, and how that's changed and gone downhill, and so much so that people are demanding vanilla servers to be put back online. So hopefully that won't happen in this game anytime soon. So as you reach to pick up the keystone, you hear the crack and rumble of rock upon rock. The hair raised on on the nape of your neck. You turn to see a guardian of Eld awakened. Okay. So let's see, Bio 2. Let's do miasma, let's do bio, let's just put up aether flow for the sake of it. And what's nice, because we're a scholar, we can heal ourselves, but it's not even needed. Like, even Celine and my chocobo will do a good enough job. But whatever, I threw 1 physique on myself. It's one of the things as well, so yeah, you do less DPS as a scholar, but, and this is a big but, you can keep yourself alive way, way easier than, oops, I hit lost rate, than other classes can. And what you could also do as well, if you want, if it even matters, you can do Cleric Stance, which will convert your mind into int, which means your spells will hit a bit harder. I should have probably done that from the beginning, but whatever. It's been a while. I'm sure I'll be forgiven. So let's get the keystone. Cool. So let's deliver the keystone now. Let's go. Bronze Lake. And I'm going to have to try and remember where these quests are. Now, one thing I try not to do, this is just personal preference, you can do it however you like, but my personal preference is that now that I'm leveling, for example, Arcanist next, that will be the only class I level until it's 60. Like, I won't say do Arcanist for a level, and then do Black Mage for a level, and then do Bard for a level, or anything like that, because it takes, in theory, it takes just as long as it would do if you just did 150 to 60, but it's incredibly unsatisfying. So it's much nicer to just get it to 60. And what I'm going to do as well, like I did with my tank, I'm going to do all of the healing classes, get all the healing classes done until I'm sick of healers, and then I'll do all my DPS classes. And The nice thing about this class is that I can be a summoner as well, so I can switch between DPS and healer anyway, so I've got the best of both worlds. So have you searched for the keystones? Yep, so outer keystone, one of the 3 keystones used to seal the Wondrous Palace. So yes, there can be no mistaking these runes. So I have it. That was a pitched battle, I tell you. The keystone was in the clutches of an Urignite, and an ill-tempered one at that. So that explains the distinctive odour, but the runes leave no doubt. Thank you, Alkazolka. It was the least I could do. I trust you can seal away the most stricken of the Nimians now. It is not that simple, I fear. The enchantment will fail without 3 keystones, 2 on the outside and another one at the centre. I lack this grand keystone and the knowledge to locate it. While I search, pray focus on your studies. I have a suspicion that what trials await will try you sorely as a scholar. Fair enough. So I guess the story of Scholar is going to be like resealing Wondrous Palace. That's interesting. Okay, so the next Scholar quest will be available from Sarutu Kurito upon reaching level 52. The requirements for undertaking a subsequent quest can be reviewed in your journal. Cool. So for now, Summoner is in Gridania and Scholar is right here. So when I get to level 52, I'll then able to do both. So anyway guys, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and as always, goodbye from me and goodbye from Mithrie.